Welcome to Trading Lounge and the daily US stocks for Tuesday, October 19th, and starting with Amazon here, we're seeing a nice push to the upside here. I don't know if you remember, but this little move up through here, do you remember how we had that as a 5-wave move here? So I'm thinking that I know most of the stocks have turned at this point here, but I think that what I might do is just have that in the background there for a little while. I'll just make some more decisions about this, but I know that we can also count this down as an A and a B, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here as a C wave here. It doesn't quite count very nicely as a wave 2 here, but I'm thinking that we might need to look at that at some point in the future. So I will just put them in the background a little bit, and we'll give that a bit of extra thought. It's not that it's going to bother us at the moment, but later on there'll be that extra wave to the upside there. So I'll just also move that, and we'll just pop that there, and we'll just mull that over for a little while, I think. So the next level here is the 3500, of course. It's where these like heads and shoulders are through here. It would also have some relationship with the 50-60% relationship from the top to the bottoms here as well. So we definitely can expect some sort of dance across that level, but I do feel that we would be moving further to the upside at that point, but we should expect some type of correction across here before heading higher into this group and doing the same thing at that point. So we're currently long in this market. Let's go in and just check on things. So we can move the stop. We've moved through that 61.8, 50, 60% of this last trend, so that's all good. We could probably go higher here again. I think what we'll also do as well, let's look to, where's that going? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3. So, I mean, we'd definitely like to add again up here for this. This is the other thing too, you know, just in case I'm wrong, this 1 and 2 here, that could be an A wave, a B wave, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here as a C wave for a wave B here. It won't be that wave B. I'll just bump it up one more degree. Yeah. Look, if we get a decent pullback in here for this, we'll do that, but otherwise that's going to sit very closely to that situation there. I wonder if we should just go half a position where it is, but we just haven't had that correct. We haven't had this as corrective here. I wonder if that's that 3, 4. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll have to go with the 10-tick chart to look at that, but yeah, still not, still not finished in this move to the upside. Okay, so that's where we are. We'll look to add again. If it pulls, if we do get this, I'll just put this here so I can give that some thought. I have to go to the 10-tick chart, but anyway, the move is up, and if it pulls back into the 34, because that's the level it's been doing this, but it looks like it's sort of done and dusted there. Okay, let's move on to the next stock, which is Alphabet. So what we've been talking about here yesterday is that, well, we've got wave 4 in. We're looking at this as wave 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2. This won't pull that far back. And here we can see that we've got pretty much a little impulse wave here in terms of a nice third wave in the middle here and a fourth. So we should see that terminate. And what we've been looking for, we talked about yesterday probably, was some type of, let's just take that up there a little bit higher. We're looking for some sort of retracement back here before moving higher. So we'll look at taking that B wave out. We might move into it lower as well, because well, the trick here is that all of this move down through here can just be the one leg of this wave 4, but I don't think that's the case. The way that the markets are behaving, they're pushing up quite nicely, but we still need to be mindful. So if this, I mean, what I'm saying here is this can be an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave, and finish here at the 78.6 area, and then move down from that area. That's why I'm waiting for this 5 waves to top out, have an ABC back, and then we can go long from that point. I'm just hoping it doesn't keep climbing through here, that's all. But I have to do the right thing at the right time, otherwise things get messy. But yeah, anyway, that's Google. And Apple, we're going through the same thing again, and this is the case, you know, that we talked about yesterday again as well, is that the S&P 500 and other markets, they haven't pulled down to their 38.2%. So that's telling me that this degree of wave 4 that I've got here is probably the wrong one, and I need to go one smaller in that case, you know. So that would mean that I could use this wave 4 over here for that. That's what I'm thinking. So unless we get like this other move up here failing at that point and then coming back down, then if we get support on the 150, for example, then we know the market's going to go higher at that point, of course. Then I think that we'll start looking at using these on the S&P and the Nasdaq, because they just didn't pull back to their wave 4 retracements of this degree, and they're rather small for an intermediate wave 4 as well. So yeah, so yesterday, that was our concern. That's our concern. And yeah, but apart from that, I think that wave 4 is in. Let's go in and have a look at the intraday. Once again, here we talked about being long here yesterday. Let me just get in a little bit more data here. So it was a bit of a tricky low here in a sense, because this move up here could certainly be counted as corrective, you know, as an A and a B and a C for the A wave, a nice big B wave here. So it's still got sort of corrective potential, but I think that I think we're okay. One of the other points here that we were looking at yesterday was that if we looked at this as 1 and 2 and then 1 and 2 of a smaller degree, then this little 5 waves up here, all that wasn't here at that point, so I can put that over there because we're looking for that high to come in. We're counting that up. So we're also looking at that as a wave C here. That's where it could sort of bum out a bit, because there's an A and a B and a C wave here. But now we can remove that C wave, so that takes a bit of pressure off us. And we also looked at going long at that point there as well, somewhere in there. May even be on the top of that, but yeah, so the important point here now, that if this is correct, this count as 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, then this market's going to, this, you know, going into the third of the third of the third here. So this is going to be quite a nice strong move to the upside here that we'll be seeing. So this is a, if this count is correct, then we've got ourselves a really nice trade on board here for Apple. And then we can look at this as a third wave up here for this. Yeah. I think we're going to add here again as well, and we'll also look to add here above the 150 once we get our correction there. Okay, so I suppose we need a stop, so let's just, that line's a bit wonky, isn't it? copy that. Let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So really, I need to be under that. I mean, yeah, that's probably on the top of that. I can't remember here nor there. Yeah, and we'll look to add up here further for that. We don't need that. We'll start counting all that tomorrow, but this is wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here for that. So it's climbing. Okay, so let's move on. So then we come to square, and this is also a bit of a puzzle for me too, because as I've mentioned before, that this particular wave 4 here is this size and it's at that degree, and then we have this one over. If this is going to continue up here, then this wave 4 here would be this one, but it's smaller. But at the same time, I find it difficult to have this as wave 1 here and an ABC for wave 2 here and going up for wave 3. It might be the case, but normally in a wave 2 here, we'd be looking at a zigzag, a 5, 3, 5 structure, and I don't have that. I have a 3-wave move here rather than a 5-wave move. So it's a bit big to call it wave 1 and 2 here. Is there any way that I could call all this together in one big correction? So anyway, I still haven't sort of solved this, but at the same time, it does look a bit sort of strong. So what we've been talking about here for this market is that this leg here is a WXY, that's fine. We can look at this as well, same thing as well. It doesn't really matter whichever way you look at it. But what it's doing is that this move here is going to be 5 waves. So at the end of the 5 waves, anything above the 5 waves means that it's not going to be wave C, and we're going to continue on at that point. So that's where we need to be long. So we need to put the trader hat on and look at the situation on the intraday here and use what we can. So this was the rally that I was looking at as the A, the B and the C here. And yesterday we were waiting, we were counting up here. We've got 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, the third wave. I did have that over here. I thought that might be sort of the end of it, but we've ended up getting this here. Not that it bothered us, because what I was really looking for is this move up here to make wave 5. So as you can see in this move here, we're pretty close to an end at this point, unless I've made a mistake here somewhere. So what I was looking for here basically is some sort of corrective move, and then the move up, then we can go long, do you know, because we need to get past this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So this could go up a bit further here. I'm not quite sure, probably will, but it should top and roll back over, and then we'll pick it up. We have to do that because we have to get past this 5 waves here. We need to confirm that that the market's going to go, continue on this trend, and this is the only way to do it, because it finishes this 5-wave structure here and it can just move down, so it's pointless going long here until we can confirm that, we're on the right track. So unfortunately we just have to wait this out. Yeah, anyway. And Facebook. So I think we need to call the low in for Facebook now. It's not trapped within group 1, it's sort of escaped here. So let's go in and have a little look at that. Once again, it's really quite small for a structure of this size. That's what sort of bothers me a little bit. A lot. Yeah, anyway. So let's go in and have a look at Facebook. I mean, the markets are really quite bullish, aren't they? So it's good. So what we're doing yesterday, we were talking about, let's just get in a little bit more data here. So this has been our journey to the downside. And yeah, so yesterday we talked about having a possible low in place over here. I've just put them here, but with also the possibility that this move here that would terminate there and possibly roll over this side. But at the same time, we could count a little 5-wave structure up here off the low, and then the ABC correction. So we wanted to go long above the top there. So we didn't get the best price, but you know, when you look back at these things, you know, once you see this market up at 400 or whatever, then you think, well, that little bit wasn't that much anyway, and we got it right, and just because we didn't get the best price, you know. So safety first is helpful. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move these over the way, and we're going to call that low in here for that. And we've already got ourselves a trade there, so we don't need that. I can leave all of that. I'll just use this here for I'll probably have to put that 1 degree higher as well. I'll just mull that over a bit. And obviously here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Have we finished? There could be another little move up here. Not quite sure. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like there'll be another move here, but then there should be some sort of corrective move back here before heading higher. So we need to have a stop. We'll just put the stop out of the way here for a while. I mean, this could still be an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here. Do you know what I mean? Finish and then roll over. So these are the things that we're sort of up against. So don't overtrade. It's better to have, safer to just build in. I mean, sometimes you can just chuck it all in and get away with it, and sometimes you don't, and it can really knock your account around if you sort of expose yourself too much. I think it's going to be something like this. And you can put in all your trend lines and start working the thing to the upside. Trend lines are okay. I mean, they're okay until they're not working, but the thing is that they can just help you square things up a little bit, you know. Okay, so moving on. And Tesla. So we're looking at Tesla going higher to the 900 yesterday, but I'm going to open up a large account here for this. But just to go back over the situation is that this move down through here is in 5 waves. So we have to call it an A wave, and then we've got this move in 3 waves here. This A wave is not in 5 waves, it's in 3 waves here. So we could look at this, and this is in 3 waves, so we could go into WXYs in this space here. But the takeaway from all of this in my little mind is this 5 waves here has never been resolved with another 5 waves over here. Yesterday we talked about this whole pattern here as an expanded flat pattern here. So that means that this top here is this top here. And then this 3 waves here would be this 3 waves here, and taking out the top here and then moving back down, but it doesn't make a lot of sense either. So I mean, you know, the natural thing to do would to be call this the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave here, and put wave 4 here, and then we just continue on to 1,000 and continue to move up. So I'm unsure about this. We can still top up here with it from the A wave to the B wave here. I'll just keep it simple and look at this as a C wave up here. But I think because the price is where it is up here, and because the market is where it is, meaning that the Nasdaq and the S&P can push higher from where they are, along with a lot of other stocks, it could take this up to the $1,000 mark here. I think obviously that's where it's heading. It's the closest, largest number. So I think that I need to do the right thing and just expand this wave count out through here. So I'm looking at this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2 here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for the third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave, and then the fourth and the fifth here. So that's all I can do at this point. So what I can say is that the 900 obviously is going to see some profit taking, and that also lines up with the sets of wave 4s and 5s in this area here, these two wave 4s here. So that we should get some kind of correction across this level here. And then obviously they're going to be corrective moves, so then it'll push up higher at that point. So that's where Tesla is at the moment. I have to sort of follow the market, and I'd like to say that I was wrong or I am wrong, but the thing that bothers me is that this 5 wave move here, that's the thing that's got me caught here. And this is not in 5, I mean, we could have this as a WXY up here for the B wave. That would probably be helpful at that point. That's probably one move. But yeah, I mean, it's such a nice trend, isn't it? And you can see that it's just starting to stretch its legs a little bit in through here. So there's a beginning, a middle, and an end to this. So I mean, I just sort of see it way up here, obviously. Anyway, if you're in Tesla, then congrats, and we can start looking at 900. And when we get to the 900, let's just see if they are corrective patterns at this particular point. If it's corrective across the 900, that's going to put us at 1,000 at that point. So I was just thinking of other ways to look at this here, as an A wave here and a B wave up to this point with an A and a B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to this one, still to that one. Anyway, okay, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.